Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. CES 2012 is happening right now, and if you couldn't already tell, I am not there. Happily, I've attended CES in the past, and I've skipped a few years, and to tell you the truth, I get just as much out of CES in being here as I have being there, other than when I have a sponsor to help me get there and cover things. Beyond that becomes a huge drain on time, energy, and resources. So if you are not attending CES, do not feel bad, really, because there are a lot of us that aren't attending CES, and there are reasons. You should be glad that you're not attending CES. We've written this article for you, linked in the description on lockergnome.com, why you should be glad you're not attending CES 2012. And if you are, hey, knock yourself out. We've got some reasons why it's really not as big of a deal as some people make it out to be. So let me go ahead and +1 that page so that everybody knows that I'm reading it and that I like it. And let's also go ahead and tweet it out and like it on Facebook. Feel free to do the same thing as I'm explaining to you why CES isn't as big deal as you think it is. Here's my experience with CES in the past. And I have every reason to believe that it's the same today as it was, even last year or the year before. Yeah, last year was fun. I did that in conjunction with Reese's as a sponsor. That was awesome. We gave out candy. It was so much fun and tasty. I gained 15 pounds at CES and loved every minute of it. Here's the experience. Oh, a laptop. Oh, a digital camera. Oh, a TV. Oh, an iPhone case. Oh, an iPad case. Oh, an Android tablet. That's really it. Not a lot of swag anymore. And here's the thing. What's most exciting about CES is being covered by just about everybody. So even if you can't go, you can still experience the best of CES from the comfort of your own home. You don't need to walk the floors to get a product shot. You can just look for it elsewhere, online. Save yourself the hassle. You, trust me, do not want to deal with the taxi lines at CES, the hotel costs at CES, the general hubbub. And here's the thing, and I keep saying here's the thing, but there's a lot of things to cover. Even with it being called CES, the Consumer Electronics Showcase, it's not really for consumers as much as it is for dealers and manufacturers and distributors. I mean, there are consumer products, but really, it's not a show for the tech consumers. I mean, there's products of interest, certainly, but a lot of those big product announcements are not just repetitive, but many of them are already online. You're going to get just as much out of it sitting in front of your screen, pointing and clicking by people covering this remotely as you might from being there. Save yourself the time, the money, and the hassle. Another thing that, beyond the repetitiveness and, ease of access to information elsewhere, you've got to remember that these types of events, they're a nice place where you can meet other people, potentially industry luminaries, those who, I recognize that face or I recognize that name. And so there's a value in that. But having done these types of big events before and small events, I'm much more inclined to go and enjoy a smaller event because the one-on-one networking time is so much more accessible. When we covered the Gadget event here in Seattle, this was last year at some point, 6 months ago or so, we got like 10 videos out of it in the course of an hour, and it would have taken us like 2 days to get 10 interesting videos out of a bigger event because of the amount of time that you have to spend walking from one pavilion to another. So, we've outlined several reasons, beyond the ones that I've shared in this particular video, why CES just isn't that big of a deal. It's nice to see the things that are coming, somewhat, well ahead of time, but the TV's bigger, the computer's faster. It's interesting. It is absolutely interesting. It is a chance for you to geek out a million ways over, but is it worth the headache and expense if someone else is already covering it? I don't know. Maybe it's just that I've done it too many times. And I've been doing this for, hell, I've been around since Comdex was around. And Comdex is no longer around. It just kind of caved in on itself. But beyond that, I think you're better off spending your time at smaller events. You're going to get more bang for your buck. I really do believe that. So don't feel bad if you didn't make CES this year. It could very well happen. Who knows? You may be there now. In which case, I'm wondering, why are you watching this video? You should be covering it for everybody else. We've got Creighton's down there, and I think he's also contributing to Locker Room while he is there. And that's fine. I'm very happy that he's there. I just don't want to stress out. I'll go to Vegas, but I like the shows. Shows are good, I think. Especially the Cirque du Soleil shows. Those are my favorite shows. Now, if you've never been to Vegas, you have to see a Cirque du Soleil show. My favorite one, Ka. And that's something I hope to see at some point in the future. Again, it was a blast. I'm not a gambler. And I don't really like... I don't gamble anything. Even in games, I don't... Even when it's fake money, I don't gamble with that. Not that I have anything against Vegas. It's just a... meh.